Season 5. So we'll see how this goes. I think they said like Michel is fine. Alright, alright. Gotta keep that in mind. So, alright. Off we go. Oh boy. Is the game playing like that on Michel's side? Because if so, we might not have a race here. That might just be stream lag. Or, okay, wait, there we go. Maybe it's studied out a little bit. Maybe I had to close some extra background programs. Now the stream looks fine, that's good. Was a little concerned for the health of Michel and his computer, but seems alright now. Giving definitely not him a bit of a lead here, though. Finishing up 1-1 very quickly. Doing a little blood shopping. Not getting too much gold harp and a stack of cookies. So at least not losing health by clicking out that blood shop. But not getting a whole lot. Half heart missing only one cookie left, so pretty much the only thing being pretty much being -1 bomb plus a gold harp, which is that's probably not really worth it too much. Again, we're seeing Michel go a different route here, going for the glass torch instead of the gold harp, and definitely him going to swap out to this gold flail almost immediately. Alright. Getting the, trying to chance there a little bit. Getting a Dagger of Frost out of it, but, electing to stick with the gold flail, which, seems interesting to me. Dagger of Frost, with its inherent piercing and ability to two-shot pretty much, everything, due to having, sharing the properties of Ring of Frost. Dagger of Frost is a really strong weapon that you can take to the late game. Gold flail, not so much. Flails are really strong for the early game, but as you approach the late game and you have to deal with the floor hazards and enemies that don't necessarily die to direct damage, like Blade Masters, flail actually gets really troublesome to use. Oh, and Michel digging a wall and jumping right into a waiting Minotaur there. Pretty unfortunate. But yeah, I'm not sure I agree with definitely not him's weapon choice. Maybe just not comfortable with daggers in general, which I can understand, but yeah, gold flail is just not really strong, and Dagger of Frost is at least, even if you want to get rid of the Dagger of Frost, it's going to let you have really fast kills on mini-bosses and bosses in the meantime. Checking purple too, which is gold flail really what you want to run to the end game? I'm not sure it is. I think in his position, I'm checking that black chest every single time. Slowly making his way through this 2-1, finding a Dove Familiar. Actually does not have that Rat Familiar that Michel is finding. Yeah, see, this is now I'm really questioning the decision to take flail, because definitely him is really struggling to use the flail effectively, wasting a lot of unnecessary time against that Minotaur by setting it back and forth into that hallway. There's nothing else to really worry about. I just realized my playlist is not on shuffle. Let's fix that. And get a different song, rather than 3-3 again. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's a little bit better use of the flail, but yeah, just not very good flail usage against the lone Minotaur. And we have a Conjurer, and he still is adamantly sticking with this gold flail. I just can't say I understand.
The flail is okay.
Hey, there.
Hello. He has 2 ways to do infinite damage, and me as an Obsidian Rapier anyway, so... there we go.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Obsidian Rapier. See, Yeah, see, and you find a decent weapon like that, and you immediately leave that gold foil behind. So I'm just not understanding the fact that he seemed to be deliberately passing up options to pick up different weapons.
It was also very smart of him to shield the spike trap room for that obsidian rapier.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Remembering his spells.
Yeah, let me adjust
Could've
volumes
gone
a little bit.
straight
You're
up
a
the
little
middle
quiet. Here.
Oh, sorry about that.
I just turned you up in Discord. You should be fine now.
Yeah, everybody's been saying they have to do that. But yeah, he could have gone straight up the middle on deep blues, but didn't quite get there. It's completely understandable to just play it safe.
Alright, probably looking for a secondary spell there. Getting a Fireball Tome, not the greatest, but it's a little bit of extra resources to play with.
Yeah, he doesn't have an item yet, so he might as well pick it up.
Yeah, turning out pretty nicely. So Michel, meanwhile, is running that same gold flail for the moment. Still back in Zone 1, has been kind of struggling to get out of Zone 1 in this race so far. Doing a little shopping, getting a drumstick and a compass, which both really useful items. And yeah, maybe not quite doesn't quite have Zone 1 mapping under control yet, and this or no, I guess it's just following the compass and it's not quite working out. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I was waiting for the dragon to come up.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
With the flail, though, I don't think you really needed to back up and wait for it in this room. You could have just...
Yeah, that was a really passive approach to the dragon. I think could have just pinned it against one of the walls, like as it was approaching upward, but gets it done nonetheless, and is heading for the exit here. Oh, but that is not the way you want to swing there with the black skeleton in your face. You need to swing down there, or up.
Darkness Mimicon, definitely not his side. Don't think he's gonna check it. Don't think he realizes it's a mimic.
Pretty much any action except the action Michel took there would have kept him safe. It's a little it's really unfortunate that he did exactly that. But sometimes you got to know, like, if you're likely gonna take damage, you gotta know like which damage source you want to be taking, and that's like he saw the Wraith was about to hit him, and he's like, oh, I gotta hit that. And focused tunnel vision the Wraith, never mind the fact that a skeleton was in his face and was about to hit him, and that does 2 hearts compared to the Wraith's half a heart. Gotta be really mindful of that sort of stuff.
I mean, it's not as bad as like hitting a bat over a guaranteed damage source.
Yeah, that's a pretty common mistake.
They're pretty spooky. I mean, I don't want to deal with it.
I couldn't empathize with that, especially on Coda runs, because bats are like the scariest thing on Coda. And it's, the bat gives an opportunity for you to hit it, and it's like, oh man.
Yes, I'm there, I'm free.
And then, the skeleton that was right next to you kills you, and you're like, oh yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, the bat's dead at least. I get it like a satisfaction.
Yeah, exactly.
DNH has had good spell usage. He hasn't been afraid to blood shield. He hasn't been like super aggressively blood shielding, but he has been doing it when necessary, which is quite good.
Yeah, and a really solid build overall at this point. Hargreaves plus chainmail means there's not too much that's going to be doing much damage to him. Ooze is the thing, of course, as always, but beyond that, not too much he's concerned about. Could he even possibly transmog his armor up here?
Yeah, or transmog his boots to make Ooze not an issue.
Yeah, there we go. Spiked ears. I'm not sure I agree with the decision to go to spiked ears over telepathy. Spiked ears is likely gonna break at some point. I think I would prefer, if I'm gonna transmog my head item, I want to keep going and try and get like something for safety. Crown of Thorns, Blast Helm. Oh, mana shield and heal. Yeah, definitely take that over regen.
Yeah.
And yeah, gonna swap to the sunglasses for that steady +1 damage without having to worry about losing those ears to
And
drop
he
beat,
would have
which, yeah,
lost the ears right there.
yeah, right there, drop beat. So, yeah, just gonna pop that shield spell. That is a greater shield, and every kill is gonna count as 2 kills towards recharging it, which means you only need 10 kills to recharge that shield to full. And it's a 20 beat spell, so as long as you're killing something every other beat, which is, you know, generally not too out of the question, you're gonna have that shield up again by the time the first one wears off.
And worst case, you can just, you know, blood cast it. You got mana heal, which heals a full heart.
Yeah, mana heal is honestly kind of a bit of a busted combination. With the full heart heal, it means that whenever you're in a panicky situation, you could just sit there spamming blood heal and get infinite invincibility frames until you figure out what you want to do. Granted, you can't do that for too long if you're in a really crowded situation. You have Bomb Charm, my friend.
Yeah.
That is not going to work. Now you just killed your shopkeeper for nothing.
He also had Dove Charm and could have just, like, you know, teleported it out, to be honest.
So now Freddy, unfortunately, has died in vain. Didn't even need the heavy plate, probably. I mean, he's got chainmail and 5.5 hearts and a mana shield mana shield heal. But
yeah, I mean, you might as well go for it.
I suppose.
Not really gonna find much better in Zone 5.
I think I take the cat there. That's like the +1 to Titanium Cat is really nice. You know, solid 3 damage cat.
Some people aren't as comfortable on Cat as they are with Rapier because Cat does have the priority issues, which can be a little hard to keep track of if you're not, like, super familiar with it.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair.
I personally would prefer, I think even, like, some non-movement weapons over a Cat just because I'm so unfamiliar with it. Obviously not the right call, but, you know. I think for D&H, the Obsidian Rapier is not a bad call to keep.
So Michel, meanwhile, getting a little bit better of a build together. Yeah, wisely going back and buying that glass shovel to push through this potion room. But yeah, I think just getting his run off the ground took a little bit too long.
Yeah, at this point he has to hope for a Dead Ringer or Necrodancer dunk.
And yeah, not entirely likely with all the extra health and armor that definitely not him's got.
If anything goes wrong on Dead Ringer, he can just
I mean,
spam mana heal and
yeah.
try to puzzle it out.
Or just blood shield, like, you know, it's just fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely not him very much aware of the power of that mana build he's got. Kind of messing up the lures a little bit there, taking a little bit of a scrape, but nothing severe. Dead Ringer fight's done, and it's on a Necrodancer. Alright, so phase 2 here. Kind of struggling a bit to get in proper position. Gonna just blood heal out of the Necrodancer freeze there, which, I mean, it's free. You're spending a heart to get a heart, so that's a free ice break.
Oh. I feel like Michel's game lag just actually caused a bug with the spirit.
I didn't notice.
It's either related to the lag or related to the rat familiar, but it teleported and then Michel jumped into it because it was 2 spaces away. Something like that.
Alright, and yeah, there we go. That's a finish on definitely not him's side. Gonna be taking game 1 here. Oh
no, yeah, I'm looking back at the VOD now. teleported one space over to the left of Michel, and then didn't move the next beat when he jumped to the right.
Oh, that's a rat familiar thing, I'm pretty sure. Was the teleport procced by rat familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when, like, if it was that it moved into the rat rather than he moved into, like, the rat moved into the spirit. For some reason, like, it's weird things with respect to enemy priority. Like, bombers that walk into a rat familiar will have their bombs explode an extra beat after. It takes an extra beat longer for them to detonate. There's lots of weird things about this game, shall we say. But, I mean, I think everyone here knows that already.
No.
Just the general weird things happen and we don't always know why, sort of thing. I'm honestly, like, as a whole, I'm kind of torn on whether the rat familiar is actually good.
I like rat familiar not on certain characters. Like, I don't really take it on Arya, and I don't take it on Monk for sure. But, like, I need it on Bolt. there's no way I can do something for Bolt, because I'm bad.
Well, speaking of rat, here's a quick rat for definitely not him, and looks like Michel is going to backtrack and get it as well.
Yeah, Michel is screen watching. Or has someone screen watching for them. Which is helpful. Not necessary, though. Michel needs to find, like, some way to fix their game, to be honest. I think
It's
like,
at least playable and watchable, but yeah, it's definitely not the best we've seen on the in CoNDUIT streams.
yeah, well, I mean, it definitely, like, causes them difficulties, so it's like a strict disadvantage for them. So it's definitely something they should look into, but it's possible that they can't even fix it.
Well, I mean, that's what it seems like to me. That's just a matter of not having a good enough computer that can really actually handle streaming and playing a game at the same time.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that is what it is, unfortunately. If you're stuck with a toaster, you just gotta make do with your,
When life gives you a toaster, you make toasts. You know?
Yeah, exactly. See, you get it. Okay, Michel taking some time here to break this barrel open. Oh, definitely not him misstepping in deep blues and taking a hit, so we're probably going to see a lot of rat use out of definitely not him.
Yeah. Or there'll be an early black chest and he'll get failed. That'd be nice.
We're getting a little bit of frame drops on Michel's side here on this 1-3. Oh, there is a Shrine of Uncertainty. Oh! But gonna get hit by the Red Dragon there and going down the Fireball.
Yeah, unfortunately, they were also uncertain on how to deal with the Red Dragon. So, going to cause a bit of an issue.
But, I mean, big opportunity for definitely on him to put a lot of distance between himself and Michel, but, you know, missing that deep blues fall, this means we've got nothing but, I mean, his build is a dagger, a rat familiar, and a lucky charm, and that's all he's got.
You got a bomb.
And that's a pretty good shop. I think you buy all that. Start to build up your little petting zoo. Solo Red Dragon fight here should be pretty straightforward to handle. It might be worth eating that ham right away. Oh, actually, none. The quartz armor means that you're guaranteed able to take one more hit. So probably gonna wait for that hit and then eat that ham.
Yeah, definitely the right call there.
Just gonna move it around. These golems would take way too long to kill with just this dagger.
Oh, check the black chest before the shot.
Black chest and shop here. Oh, there you go. Oh! Oh! Hey! 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 Go back in there! Go back in there!
I mean,
that is literally, well, not free, but 180 gold heavy plate. That's what that is.
I think they want to know what the weapon.
No,
Oh,
no!
Wait, why is the heavy plate so cheap? What?
There's a ring of shadows right next to it.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! I always tune out that item. I completely forget.
Oh, wait. Maybe someone's listening to our commentary. No, he just wants to get around this purple mushroom wall.
I mean, even if at the very least, like, kill it. Like, I can understand forgetting about the Ring of Shadows, but kill it. Take the heavy plate, please. You can even do it with just one bomb. Come on. Heavy plate. It's so good.
Well, gonna be missing out on that opportunity. And
Quartz isn't the worst.
Michel down to the blues. And definitely not him missing his second boss flawless, so no chest here. Not that he's in dire need of it anymore. Titanium broadsword, it's like, it's not the best, but it's usable to the end game. Could swap to a blood axe here. I think that's probably the right call, actually. Axe is just so strong, especially when it's giving you a little bit of extra regen for safety. If you can find an additional like +1 damage source for this axe, then you definitely just keep that axe for the rest of the run.
Yeah. I mean, the rat kind of supplements that, very barely, but you definitely want like an actual strict 1 damage for that.
And axes that are 2 or higher damage are just very very strong. Maybe the best thing in the game, honestly.
Conjuring a torch.
That's interesting. And gonna run the glass torch, which seems
I don't really agree with that. Well, I mean.
And there it goes. Well.
Yeah, there goes that decision.
Now you can go back for the whatever torch it was you had before. I can't remember.
Bright torch.
Yeah, bright torch is good. Like
Yeah. I get the feeling, I don't know what I was saying there. But yeah, I didn't agree with the glass torch take, unless they just wanted to have no torch, maybe?
I suppose
maybe
that's
what they wanted.
But yeah, no, the torchless strats are generally only for when you've activated Shrine of Darkness and there are no more wall torches. You're not really going to get much of the aggro-reducing effect of having no torch when their wall torch is lighting enemies up anyway.
Well, regardless, it's a play that he made.
Yeah, just gonna stick with it.
It's also possible he isn't screen watching, so he doesn't know that he had the time to go back. Questions.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, and yeah, this Coral Rift going way off the rails, gonna have to eat that ham. So 3rd straight boss for definitely not him that he's losing the flawless on. Maybe brushing up on boss strats is in order.
Yeah, definitely in order.
Oh, and it looks like this time around Michel is running that mystery weapon, which I wasn't watching, so I don't know what it is right now. Ooh, spooky monkey teleport there for definitely not him. Only with some few tiles though. Alright, Obsidian Broadsword pretty solid.
Also, to be fair to definitely not him, Coral Rift with 1 damage, especially the later ones, is kind of a meme. It's a little unfortunate.
I think definitely not him still knows he's in the lead, because still doing all the shopping. Oh, there's definitely better armor.
I mean,
Without the goo boots, it would be debatable, but since he's got those lead boots, yeah, definitely take plate armor over the quartz.
Yeah.
Alright, this blue dragon's really annoying, getting hung up on enemies in that room. Whoa, scary teleport. I would not have done that dig. Thankfully that bomb just cleaned everything up. But I think that was like a
Oh,
like a
your damage
6k on that bomb. It's pretty ridiculous.
There's your damage.
Oh yeah, I can take the boss shrine, bomb it for the strength charm.
You could even use the gargoyle to bomb it. Oh, actually, you could only take the ring of charisma there.
Well, he could. He can chase out the gargoyle on the left. But yeah, whatever is under the gargoyle there, I can't even tell what it is.
That's not bad. That's
I
not
think
bad.
it might have been some sort of glass armor.
The right one was a glass. Well, it was a glass something. I was gonna say glass jaw, but it has to be black chest, right? So.
I. Does that shrine? I don't think that shrine does the. Like
left is always red chest pool, middle is purple, and right is black chest.
Wasn't someone talking about getting like a boss shrine that gave them like 2 torches or something?
That sounds.
Maybe I'm misremembering, but I thought that the boss shrine was not restricted to that, and that was just the arena.
Well, the boss shrine uses the arena, like chances. If I remember correctly. So, like it uses the same like pulling algorithm as the.
Okay, yeah, I could be completely wrong. I've only
giving just the.
It's a pretty new shrine, so yeah, I might not have the behaviors quite right, but.
I would have taken that torch of walls, but I don't know. I guess the heal spell's okay. You already have 2 forms of regen though, so. Kind of.
Whoa, teleporting into an ogre swing there. But yeah, having more than enough defense to handle it. Just wiggling back and forth here, doing axe lunges. Okay, so it takes the infernal torch, so doesn't seem to be
blood shovel.
You know, wanting. Yeah, not taking the blood shovel. That's seems strange to me.
I mean,
I think definitely not him. Kind of, for the most part, showing that he's got a lot of the execution skills he needs, but the decision making is still a little weird at times.
Boss fighting is a little.
Yeah,
wonky.
Needs to work on his boss fights. Although that said, he does get the flawless Kanga 4. There's yet more armor, helm on top of the defense charm, and plate armor.
More health.
And yeah, it looks like yeah, I missed Michel picking it up, but it does have that heavy plate, so maybe utilize that Ring of Shadows to get the cheap heavy plate.
I'll keep an eye to see if the shopkeeper ghost comes out.
Yeah, because if he killed the shopkeeper for it, then, you know, well, that's that, I suppose. But,
again, I'm fine with them killing the shopkeeper because, like, Ring of Shadows is still a thing that I even forget about. It's just, at least get the heavy plate.
Wait, yes. Axe is just so strong. Definitely not him just kind of walk up the middle of the hallway here. Picking up a holster, because why not?
Oh, that Gigantism scroll means that if he had taken the blood shovel, he'd be able to dig out that stage for free.
Yep. But, yeah, no blood shovel means no stage digging here. They're both runners with a really tanky build, but, yeah, the floor difference is the
Michel getting very spooked off by the swarm. Yeah, good freeze.
Yeah, nice use of the freeze there to clean out the blue dragon swarm there. I think he killed his shopkeeper. I'm pretty sure that conjure is not where it was for definitely not him. It's kind of in the middle of the map for him, but for Michel it looks like it's at the very top.
Oh, Deadringer's off the rails.
Ooh, yeah, this is
Okay, got it ponging.
Oh, and now
No,
that's when the Snow Bro kicks in and ruins it. Yeah, he did kill the shop, so
yeah.
Yeah, I have objections to what both of these racers did with that shop, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm forgiving of it.
Oh no,
like
Elemental stuck on the metal door!
Related mistake. That is the one shop killing related mistake I am forgiving of. Well, actually, I don't know, you might have probably also used 2 bombs even though he has Snow Bro, so maybe I'm not okay with it, but whatever. This is CoNDUIT, we can't be too hard on them. We wouldn't want to be like, oh no! Michel, that's not how you do that.
Yeah, the
Michel got a little
ham
trapped.
had the ham on deck too.
Yeah, just wanted to get to the exit and killed a hot dog too close to the Klappa.
Definitely not him having problems with the flail Dorian pushing the Necrodancer into the corner there. You know, Cadence just can't take her dad anywhere. It's just such an embarrassment no matter where she takes him.
Eat him. If Cadence eats her dad, then she doesn't have to take him anywhere. Or does she have to take him everywhere because he's in her stomach? I don't want to have this conversation anymore. Definitely not him trying to lure, but definitely not succeeding.
Yeah, but nonetheless gonna clean the fight up, and there we go. 2-0 in favor of definitely not him. I mean,
Clap emoji.
Michel looks like he's got the potential, but it's just taking too long to get runs off the ground.
Yeah, taking a while to find a build, and honestly, the hardware issues are really causing a lot of problems.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing like a like a low gravity Necrodancer. Everything's moving real floaty.
Yeah, it actually slows down the RTA, so it's a bit unfortunate for Michel.
Well, should only in theory be affecting like the load times. The music still plays at the same tempo, so. But things not being updated on screen is going to make it harder to really make the right decisions.
Yeah. I don't know. I've seen a few freezes as well. Like it just kind of it stands still for a beat, so we can't really know what Michel is hearing. So
yeah, it's hard for me to tell in some of those cases if it's stream lag or game lag. But either way, his system clearly struggling with the keeping up the stream.
hardware issues aside, Michel's showing is not bad. Maybe like future conduits we'll see Michel wreaking havoc.
Yeah, that remains to be seen, but for the moment, definitely not him has taken the majority of the points in the set. As always, though, it's not a best of 3, it is just a straight set of 3, and everyone walks away with as many points as they can grab. So we'll see how this final race goes. Pretty quick under the exit. And definitely not him. And picking up a Gigantism scroll out of the screen slime. Both racers are going to be grabbing that. Finding an earlier Titanium Harp. Pretty good early game weapon find. Probably not what you want to be running when you come into the later zones, but it'll at least speed up the earlier fights quite a bit. Having that,
especially with that Gigantism scroll.
2 damage, yeah.
Means you can one-shot any of the first bosses. Except for Death Metal, of course. But Death Metal will also be severely sped up.
Alright. Okay, that red dragon, and gonna move on to 1-3. Michel doing a little bit of shopping, finding some explorer's boots. Okay, just gonna pop the Gigantism to break open this crate, and it's a magic apple. Basically a free heart container. Oh no, he's gonna try and use the trapdoor! Okay, no, there wasn't the awkward pause upon hitting the trapdoor, so I think he knew. Just doing a little bit of exploration, looking for his blood shop, which is in the exit there. I definitely take Boots of Pain there, but can understand the choice to leave them behind. That would reduce you to 1.5 hearts, because you do get the combined cost of the blood shop and the inherent 1.5 hearts of damage that it takes when you pick them up. Obsidian Staff, I definitely take that over Titanium Harp. Okay, looks like definitely not. I'm just gonna back up for it. Even if you're not a big fan of the staff compared to the harp, 3 damage does a whole lot for you. Breaks open crates, one-shots most of the common enemies. It's really good to have that 3 damage mark. Conjuring a shovel and getting the titanium shovel, probably was hoping for something a little better, but it'll do. Nice staff setup there to get into phase 2. Interesting use of bomb, though. Could just have poked Coral Rift for the kill. And it's a ring of gold out of the purple chest, a pretty weak find. It's going to be auto gathering any gold piles whenever he moves. And oof, Michel getting into a nasty scrape with a white monkey and a black skeleton. Going to be back to 1-1 for him. So now that Detonate Him's got a really solid lead, thanks to his opponent dying, that ring of gold is actually not too bad. It's going to mean lots of extra cash in his pocket. Which means slow playing, checking all the shops, and gearing up is going to be that much easier. Let me check this black chest, probably looking for armor, or maybe a different weapon. Nope. I'm gonna be heading for this shrine first? Or, nah, seize the shop, I guess.
Alright, I'm back. Oh, nice, a Blood Axe. I'll go Blood Axe.
Okay, I'm gonna swap back to Blood Axe again.
Nope.
Putting the Obsidian Staff to break open this crate. You have a Fireball spell, though. But, alright, nope, just gonna stick with the Obsidian Staff straight up.
I think since you found the spiked ears, I think the axe is definitely the better call, because that's a 3 damage axe, and you're gonna want to stand still with that staff.
Yeah, Spiked Ears staff kind of hard to work. Spiked Ears, any like just one dagger range weapon like that, kind of hard to work.
Oh, that glass axe though.
Oh yeah, that's there's a lot of items in that arena, and none of them looking too good for safety. And yeah, bumping against that mole right there, so Spiked Ears are gone. And, okay, getting in a little bit of a panicky situation here. Eating a hit to the skeleton. Definitely should be considering eating that chicken right about now. Okay, gonna pop it. But, yeah, really struggling with this 2-3.
It's a kind of messy 2-3 to be fair. Alright, there he goes. He can just go straight up here and one-shot the king.
Yep. Probably looking to do
oh.
that. No, that is not how that works. No, more damage. Last thing he wants. Doesn't even have the damage to one-shot the king, and is going for it. And ooh, that was a little scary.
And then fireballs when he could have just hit.
Yeah, and fireballs when he putting his fireball on cooldown when the king was just right in front of him. That was
At least he used the spell question mark?
I mean, once again, just I think definitely not him's gotta brush up on his boss strats.
Yeah, he seems to get very nervous and choke on bosses. Which is natural. Bosses are hard.
And bosses are the one part of the game that's consistent, honestly.
Okay, but bosses are hard. Yeah, like bosses have like two stages. They're very hard, and then they're kind of like, you know, easy. Okay, use your fireball. Use your fireball. Use your. How many times are you gonna line up with this bat and not fireball? Come on. Okay, whatever. But like when you first get into the game, they're really hard, and then you know, figure out a strategy for all of them. Like maybe it's not the optimal like speed strategy, but it's something that gets you through it. And they're like, you know, kind of easier. Like that was especially me with Dead Ringer. It took me a while, but I eventually figured it out. Then, you know, you start working on getting into speed, and everything's hard again. And especially when you start like racing and like publicly like doing it, then it's like the nerves gets you, and you're like, oh, how do I do this again? And you just beef it. You should have shielded that. Should have shielded that.
Yeah, could have shielded there and
Fireball to burn a V to keep the obsidian multiplier.
Oh, and then losing it to the ice slide there and getting flattened against the wall. Bombing it when you have a titanium shovel, no!
I think just keep translogging until you get a Ring of Regen, to be quite honest. Alright.
Alright, swapping off that staff, which is understandable. Staff really has not been doing him any favors.
Yeah, range and the +1 on obsidian is pretty nice. Pretty much the ideal for obsidian is some range and some damage up, so that you're not ever stuck in a situation where it's like, I am swarmed and have 1 damage.
Yeah, that's never a good time.
Oh, or you can take the axe.
Oh yeah, or you can take titanium axe. Take the monocle too, yeah, you want to be looking for armor and food here.
Obviously I don't see why you'd want to take the axe, but, you know, to each his own.
Use the shield there to make that a little bit more straightforward and get the flawless, yeah, so... I don't think I want anything there.
I think the free spell is alright. I mean, he hasn't been using Fireball optimally, so... I'd say it's a worthy swap. More safety.
Oh, there's a Blast Helm there. That's like a free Blast Helm. Just walk in and take it.
He needs a bomb. I'm pretty sure that's probably a spike or trap room.
Yeah, if it's the bounce traps, it's free. You just pick up the helm and then bomb out. Oh, okay. Michelle's stream just went down for me.
Michelle's still up for me. No, it's a spike trap room.
Okay, well then you shield through into it.
Or you pick up the 3 bomb pickup in the next room and you take that. Or you at least go get the 3 bomb. What are you doing? You have no bombs. You have no bombs and you're passing up a blast helm and a 3 bomb pickup.
Yeah, I'm a little bit questionable plays. I'm definitely not him there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, got Michelle's stream again. But yeah, now definitely not him just kind of rushing into, like, playing really aggressively, rushing into a bunch of damage. Needs to, you know, dial it back and play it safe. Okay, good use of the shield, though, although I think it probably would have been the better choice to use that before rushing into that room. Making good use of the Shopkeeper Familiar as well to get some heals. And let's see, let's swap
nice,
to the Crown of Thorns there for some more health regeneration. So I guess maybe just going for the strat of, you know, if you're just regenerating tons of health, then you don't need to worry about avoiding damage.
I mean, as long as your HP is greater than 0, you won't die.
Yeah, but all this damage is a good way to work on lowering that to 0.
He is not doing a great job, admittedly, of keeping it above 0. Another charm, pick it up, definitely. And some cookies. Okay, there is your HP greater than 0 technique.
Yeah, cookies. We got
He does have
Shopkeeper Familiar. We got Freeze and Shield. There we go, full health. Still has that cookie stack entirely intact.
Yeah, he picked it up, and instead of using it immediately, he saved it for the sake of he has a lot of regen already. So definitely the smarter choice to.
Not even checking his chest. He's pretty confident with the build he's already got.
I mean,
we already know he can't get Blast Helm from the red chest because he blatantly passed that up.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't really want anything from your currently existing pools. So,
yeah, I'm really puzzled by that decision. Like, there were 3 bombs and a Blast Helm, which barely would cost him any resources, and he passed them up when he has no bombs.
They would cost him literally nothing because, worst case, like, even if he forgets to shield, he could just use one of the bombs that is given to him, and it's like, well, I mean, I still profited 5 bombs in a Blast Helm. Even if he just picked up the bombs and left the Blast Helm, it's just 3 free bombs, like, whatever, like, but he did neither.
Well, regardless, pretty fast push through Zone 5, and we're on to Deadringer here. War Axe, though, tripping him up there, ruining the lures. Okay, that works, that works. Well, it did work until he went for that Skeleton Rider, but... Okay, so this is, yeah, this is not exactly how lures tend to work, but...
Hey, I mean, it works.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
It's like
using the pushback
flail
effectively.
strats. Oh no, oh no. Okay, good freeze. Recognize that things are going wrong and freezes. Good call. Very good call.
Yeah, there we go.
Got out of there unscathed.
And yeah, now it's on the Necrodancer. No bombs, no blood shovel, no nothing. So it's a full button puzzle time. Although, you know, compared to pre-DLC, it doesn't add any danger to the fight. Just adds lots of time to the start of it. You're generally not going to be taking too much damage at the start, especially not if Necrodancer summons monkeys when you have a monkey's paw.
I mean, still a fate that could have been avoided. But just
yeah, it is. You know, just
bombs, please.
take the 2 beats to pick up those bombs, but...
I mean, even if it's like 20 beats, it's gonna be less than this.
And, you know, that's again more of what I'm talking about, where I kind of feel like definitely not him's got a lot of the execution abilities needed to race well, but decision making is still just really weird in a lot of respects. It's a pretty bad teleport. Gonna have to just dodge that explosion. Yeah, I don't think he's really even making any effort to lure here.
He is making an effort. He just I don't think he knows quite how to do it.
Well, gonna clean up the fight though, and finishes 3-0 with a 15-minute time.